Well, I guess you can say he's the KULTUR personality. You know, it's a play on words, like the song Cult of Personality. Anyway, I'll go now.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Mastermind Creations KULTUR. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have a nice image of KULTUR looking all KULTUR-y. His name is KULTUR. He's a mystery. He's a mystery wrapped in an enigma. Anyway, on this side of the box, you have KULTUR and KULTUR. On this side of the box, KULTUR and KULTUR. On this side of the box, KULTUR. On the bottom, you just have warning. Please don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. He can slouch. He can point guns at you. He can be a tank. He can walk. He can stand this way, and he can stand that way. He can stand both ways. That's amazing. And no, this box doesn't have a flap. Oh no, what's going to happen? What is the world coming to? I don't know. This is going into trash anyway. So there you have that. And also included is the collector's card with a nice image there of KULTUR, all like, yes! DJD rules! KULTUR. And on the back you have your text specs, if that interests you. Hooray for cards. And moving right along here, we have KULTUR, who is Mastermind Creations' take on Tarn from the IDW comics, and this guy is cool. So we have the Triple B of the DJD, the big boss bot of the Decepticon Justice Division, and very cool figure. So here he is in his tank mode, which is done in a nice purple and black and silver and gold, and you get some pink in there. Very nicely done. Getting closer so we can see the details. You do have some nice silver here for these spikes up front. You got some silver and pink. Got some silver right here on these gun barrels. And you got some more of that pink there. Got some silvers, some more silvers. You got some of that gold there, as well as some gold and pink and silver on the dual cannons, as well as some of that pink and silver right there. Very nicely done. You got some nice silver paint here on the sides of the treads. And some more silvers and silvers. And some pinks and some gold in the back. And the bottom here, you can see some robot bits there. You can kind of see how everything's going to work out. And yeah, very nice. You got this nice detail here, picked out in silver as well. And yeah, the treads don't move at all. There are no wheels or anything either, so you can't roll him around. You can slide him. You can slide him to your heart's content. You can do some tank drifting. I mean, hey, your toy. You can drift all you want. Drift all you want. Just drift. Drift to your heart's content. All day, every day. All day, every day. Anyway. But yeah, he doesn't actually roll in any way, but that's fine. Not the end of the world. But still very nice. You can moves. You can moves. I don't know why I said it like that. You can move these front guns right here. They're on hinges, so you can just swing them all the way out. That's as far as they go back right there. So you can angle those however you wish to, even angle in a little bit. So you can have that going on, have them both aiming off to one side or the other, which is cool. The main turret itself only rotates a little bit, just due to how all this works. That peg, you can see this peg isn't too long here, so it sits in a way where these side bits right here just start to bump against these bits, so you don't get too much rotation out of the turret itself. The cannons themselves can move up that far, can move down a bit. One more thing to add, we do have a couple more features here in tank mode. We do have, let me just remove this. You do have some hatches here that you can open on either side that reveal some little purple missiles, which is nice. And you can also open up this silver panel right here, and that reveals some more missiles, which are also picked out in silver paint. So there you go. Just some extra little things here that can be done in tank mode. Hooray for things that can do stuff. Yay. And that is pretty much it. So, there you go. Now for comparison, here he is with Voyager Megs from Titan's Return. So you can see how he scales there. Just to give you a sense of his size, here he is with Leader Megatron. So you can see how he scales there with Leader Megs. And here he is with Striker. Mastermind's Striker. So you can see how they look together. So, just to give you an idea of his size in his tank mode. And, yeah, that's pretty much it for his tank mode. But does look quite cool and quite nice. So, let's get down to transformation, shall we? So, first thing you want to do is you just want to remove this turret here and put that off to the side for now. And we're going to get started here with the back section. You just take these gold pieces here and you just bring these up like that. And then you untab these sections right here. You got a tab right there that just goes into this little slot. Don't know if you can see it. There it is. That slot right there. So just undo those, and then you just take this and bring this all the way down to make his legs. Then you split the legs, flip up the feet. You can compress these up if you want to. You don't have to, but I do. So compress those up, take these treads, and just flip them to the back, like that. And you got his legs all done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. There you go. So now we move on to the upper body. So we just untab the arm. You can see there's a tab right there, just goes into that slot in his hip. So you untab that, and then this section of the tread right here, you just want to push this up like that, and then rotate this, and then just bring that down against the other half of the tread, and then you just extend the arm, rotate it at the bicep swivel, like that. Rotate the fist so everything's oriented properly, and there you have an arm all done. Second verse, as you can guess, much like the first. So undo that, just push that up, rotate that around, bring that back down, extend the arm, rotates, rotates, and you got the arms all done. This section right here, just untabs. You can see just little notches right here that just go on these tabs right there. And you just collapse all this up. You have a couple hinges here to work with, so you take this hinge, bring that down, then bring this up. Bring that down, and you got a tab and a slot right there. Just line all that up, and that makes the chest. And at this point now, you want to use this joint right here, this ab crunch, and bring that whole upper torso forward, and that allows you to take this section and bring this back as far as it'll go. And then you just take this section right here, and you split it, and just rotate them out like that. And booyah. And there you have that. And once you've done that, you open up this panel right here. And in there sits his head, and then you get his head out. His head's a little hard to get out. There we go. Flip up the head. Then you can just close that up. Close that up. Bring his upper torso back up there. And I think we're done. Are we done? Well, we're almost done. One more thing we need to do, just the icing on the cake. You take his big double fusion cannon, and that just plugs into that port right here on his form. And booyah, we are done. And there you have KULTUR, aka Tarn, in his robot mode, and he looks freaking cool, in my opinion, anyway. Really well done. In my opinion, I think he looks awesome. And yeah, he looks like some Tarn right there. That's a whole lot of Tarn going on. So let's get in close here on that noggin. Whoop, there's the noggin. He's got the Decepticon symbol mask going on there. And very nicely done. Very, very cool. And all around a very nice head sculpt. You do get some silver there on the sides. Yeah, very cool. Nice chest piece there, which is just made up of the front of the tank. Get some more of that pink going down his abs. Got some silver there. And all around, very nicely done. It's a simple transformation, but it works. Simple yet effective, and I like that. You also get some silver details that are picked out on the inside of the feet as well as the inside of the legs. which they did not have to do, but they did, and I appreciate it. Yeah, all around, very nicely done. Very clean transformation. Even got some details here that are picked out in silver paints, which are revealed in robot mode, again, which is very nice. And yeah, all around, very, very cool figure. I really like this guy. Really, really do. Now, articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint. So you do get a little bit of wiggly, waggly, wiggly, waggly. You can use that transformation joint and have him look all the way up. You can do squirrel. You can do that. You can do all kinds of that. You can look down a bit, and of course, you can rotate his head 360. The shoulder is on a ball joint all up in there, and a hinge right here. So you have some forward and backward movement. You also have that hinge there, so you can get some nice outward movement as well. You can also shift the shoulders up a little bit, shift them down a little bit if you want to. If you want them to sit a little bit lower, want them to sit a little bit higher. Hey, totally up to you. Whoop. You can do the splits if you push down on them too hard. You do also have a bicep swivel, which on mine is quite snug. But he does have a bicep swivel. He does have a double jointed elbow, which gives him a decent amount of movement there. To the elbow, you do have a wrist swivel. The hands can open and close. The index finger is a separate piece right there. So you can't have him kind of crookedly pointing, but that is a separate piece. And the other three fingers are just one piece. He does have that ab crunch right there. If you want to use that, he does have a waist swivel. The legs can go forward that far on a ratcheting joint, can go back that far. Outward movement. You can pretty much do the full splits. He does have a thigh swivel. He does have a double jointed knee, but that only gives you about 90 degrees of movement. But if you want more, you can just move that tread out of the way, and you can get even more movement out of that knee. And the feet can move up, they can move down, do a transformation a lot. You do have some ankle tilt, and if you extend the ankle here, you get even more tilt out of it. So you can do with that what you want, and you even get a toe joint there that moves up a bit. So there you go. And one more thing to note about the articulation in robot mode. The articulation on this arm with the fusion cannon is a bit hindered due to how wide his shoulder pads are. You can see it is kind of hard to get the arm bent. You can kind of work around it if you kind of swing his arm out, which these bicep swivels are really stiff on mine. But if you kind of swing his arm out, you can kind of work around the shoulder pad there and get his arm bent. But yeah, the arm with the fusion cannon, the articulation is a bit hindered there, and sometimes it'll just pop the cannons right off, as you can see. So that side's a little bit hindered, but it is what it is. But all in all, though, he's still pretty poseable. So there you go. If you want to, these cannons are removable. You can just unpeg them, and you can hold these as handheld weapons if you wish. So if you just want them holding, two separate cannons, you can totally do that. Hey, your toy, as always. Display it however you wish. You can just plug those into his hand, take this, and just plug this onto his back for storage. You can totally have that going on if you want, but me personally, I don't want. I don't want. I'd rather him have his big double fusion cannon, because that's Tarn. That's how Tarn rolls. He rolls with double cannons, and he ain't ashamed. He ain't ashamed about it one bit. But yeah, there you go. Very cool figure. I like this guy. So there you have that. Now for comparison, here he is with Titan's Return Voyager Megs. So you can see how he scales there, and we'll bring in Leader Megs. Again, just to give you a sense of how he scales here. So he's, in between a Voyager and a Leader class figure. And these are the standard sizes for Voyagers and Leader classes, so, they don't change that drastically. So if you don't have those toys, there's a good chance you have toys that are those exact same sizes. The Voyagers and Leader class sizes haven't, they don't fluctuate that drastically. But anyway, so there you have that. Here he is with Mastermind's version of Striker. Just so you can see how they look together. And here he is with his fellow DJD bros. And we have Kaon. We have the boss. So there we have the DJD so far. Hopefully we'll get more. I hope we get more. So there you have that. And just because, here he is with Mastermind's version of Overlord. Just because he's the freaking Overlord. So there you go. See how he scales there. With the Overlord. So there you have that. One more little feature to show off here is he does have a removable mask. That's right, the mask can come off. You can unmask him. And you just pop this off. And come on. And there you go. And there's his face. There's his face. He does have red eyes in there. It's hard to see because it's all black. But there you go. There's his face. You can see how the mask connects. Just some tabs and a post right there. So there you go. Unmasked Tarn. He looks better with the mask on. He looks better with the mask on. So I'm going to put this back on. There you go. But there's his face. So there you have that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Mr. KULTUR. Very cool figure. Very nicely done. It's simple yet effective. I dig it. I dig it very much. Give me more, give me more, give me more, more. That's all. Mastermind just needs to keep doing what they're doing. I'm really enjoying these figures, and they are putting out Erotimus. Yay! They're putting out Erotimus! I'm so happy. You have no idea how happy I was to see the pictures of their IDW Erotimus. Oh, I can't wait to get that figure. And they're also doing a Megatron as well that looks great. Can't wait for those, man. Cannot wait. You know, I think Mastermind is just knocking these figures out of the park. In my opinion, anyway. I'm loving what they're doing, and I hope they keep doing it because I will keep buying them. But there you go. So if you would like a KULTUR or any of Mastermind Creations' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out LoriPlan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Mastermind Creations KULTUR, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, bomb in your face. Listen here, Megatron, and listen good. Me and my team, we don't work for you. We do what we want, when we want, and to who we want, and that includes you. So don't think for 1 second that you can control and manipulate us like we're your lackeys. You got that. We have cake? What? Let me get this straight. I am standing here in complete defiance of you and your authority, and you have the nerve to offer me cake? I have one question for you. Is it chocolate? Yeah? Ooh!